the significance? I know you played in a couple of other All-Star games, but what does it mean to have it here in Indiana on your home court with local fans and fans across the region?
Oh, it was special. It was really, really special. You guys made it special. I think everybody played a big part in making this weekend what it was supposed to be. Shout out to the city of Indianapolis for putting on a great show for everybody. And I think hopefully that the players from the W from other teams enjoyed themselves. So.
Now here we go. What's up, everyone? It's me. It's the Bat Fan, and I'm back. All-Star Weekend in Indiana seemed to be very successful. Guess what you didn't hear? You didn't hear any players say that they were afraid for their lives, that it was so crazy, they needed security. Nope. Everybody had a good time. The Stud Buds podcast or whatever on Twitch, they were loving it. Hey, Indiana, we need Courtney Williams next year. She loves Indiana. So we need to get her to come be our backup point guard. She's very good defensively. She's a good player. All-star, obviously. So, Fever organization, figure that out. All right. Also, we had a couple of things to go through. I know I've been off. I was on vacation. I went and saw Creed and went to whatever. You know, I was still putting content out, but I didn't shoot a video personally myself. But that's nor here nor there. But so the players before the All-Star game, they had shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us." All right. Now, I'm all about, do I think the players need to get paid more? Yes. I don't know. I'm not in the negotiations. I know exactly how much they need to get paid. But last year, this league lost over $40 million. All right. It's on pace to make money this year. And I don't know, is it health insurance? What is it that they are looking to get extra? And also, I don't think Fee Collier and Breanna Stewart should be at the negotiation table, or because they have another league that is, what is their best interest? Is it the W or their league that they invested in? If I was the other players, I'd be like, hey, in the players union, I'd be like, you guys can't be in this. Because obviously they want Unrivaled to do better than the WNBA. And how do you make that happen? You put the WNBA on strike, and then you have Unrivaled play while the WNBA is supposed to play, and hopefully some players come over, and then the league is doing as good as the W. TNT invested, I think, was it a 5-year contract or a 3-year contract? So Unrivaled has a short amount of time to actually be successful. So the best way to make them successful fast is to have the WNBA be on strike. Right? That makes sense? But I hate to tell you, Unrivaled, no one's going to watch. If Caitlin Clark doesn't hop over and go to Unrivaled and play 5-on-5, you don't change Unrivaled to 5-on-5, Unrivaled's going to fall. No one's going to watch it. People are starting to love other players and everything like that, but it's the same thing with the W this year. It's like, all right, some big games might get like 600,000, 700,000, whatever. Or if it's right before the Fever game, you'll get over 1 million. But the Fever games are the ones that are holding the league down with close to 3 million people watching. We're talking about almost NFL numbers when Fever games are on, when Caitlin Clark's playing. So even when she doesn't play, Fever games still do good because the fan base has become fans of not just Caitlin Clark. They've fallen in love with Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall. It goes Sid Colson. Sid Colson's like a crowd favorite. Now you see her on so many commercials. This is like the twilight of her career, and she's probably making more money playing 2 minutes a game for the rest of the season, maybe 2 minutes a game, than she did her entire WNBA year. Congratulations, Sid. And what else? During the WNBA All-Star Weekend or week, whatever you want to call it, you've seen a lot of shots fired at refs. Pew, 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 pew. I mean, Kelsey Plum, what's her name? Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum. The list goes on and on. They just taking shots at the referees. And you know what? Good for you, girls. Good for you. The refs suck. And that's just bar none. The WNBA refs suck. I can tell you, and listen, do I think they're throwing games? No, I don't think they're throwing. They might. They might need to be an investigation. Check their FanDuel accounts. Sorry, FanDuel. I use FanDuel. But I'm just saying, they might need to be under investigation, because when you watched, the first 5 minutes of the game, I could tell you what team is going to be favored to win that game by how the refs are calling it. Because on one side of the court, they'll call a little freaking pity-pat foul, and on the other side of the court, someone's getting hacked and thrown to the ground, and there's no foul call. There is no consistency in how they call, and it's got to be better. It's just got to be better. It even got to the point where Kathy Egenberg had to make a statement about it. You just had fans, not just the players, but the fans, and not just the fans of the Fever, the fans of the Aces, the fans of the Liberty. They were all like, Aaliyah Boston, she didn't say about the rest, but she said that replay, which has to be better. But when you have this big push saying that your refs suck, guess what? Your refs fucking suck. You got NBA players saying it, college superstars playing. Everybody's saying how bad the refs are. You have a problem in the WNBA. It was good to see Caitlin Clark out. I seen some people saying ridiculous stuff. Look, everybody, Caitlin Clark is locked into Indy for 2 years on her rookie deal, and then the Fever can do like that match thing with make her a restricted free agent. So that's 2 more years. So she's in Indy for 4 years. Now, was the Liberty smoothing her? I don't know. I think they were talking about, there's that picture with her talking to Stewart and the head coach of the Liberty with her agent, and Sabrina's right there. I think what they were talking about was the CBA, All-Star Weekend. The biggest thing I could see happening is, because Sabrina's a free agent this year, Stewie's a free agent this year. They get the new agreement for next year. I could see movement of them coming to play with Caitlin. This is why America loves Caitlin Clark. I don't know if you guys that know this about her. She got offered a hell of a lot of money to leave Iowa her last year or last 2 years with NIL and go to a bigger school and make a lot of money. But she chose to stay loyal to Iowa and not leave and try to win a championship there with an inferior team. You know, Caitlin Clark was going against schools that had 5 stars up and down the court when she barely had, I think she had one other 4-star player her whole career in Iowa. So I don't think she's going to leave Indiana. As long as they keep showing that they're going to try to win, she's going to stay there, because she's like Pat McAfee. She's loyalty. It's loyalty. She has loyalty. And that's why America loves her. We love her because of her loyalty. So everybody's saying she's going to just get up and move, go to New York, bigger market. I don't think she cares about that, because Newsflash, everybody. Caitlin Clark's fucking rich. And she's got money. She doesn't need money. She wants to win a championship and be great. That's the thing about this strike is, like, there's players like Stewie, Sabrina, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese. They all have money. So they can afford, like, the superstars can afford to sit out next year. You're going to see there's players that are making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 that's like a year, and they got to play. The Indiana Fever roster for this year, most of them won't be able, they don't have to play next year because if they spend their money right, they should have money. But most of the league, they got to play. They got to play. They got to pay their bills. It's like playing basketball. It's their job. Like, you know, they live paycheck to paycheck type of job. Do I think the league should make that better for them? Yes. I think the league minimum should be 100, 150,000. Maybe you get your max contracts at 500, 600,000. Bump the salary cap up to $3 million a team, because now these teams are going to be, they're even with doing that, they'll still be in the green. All right. And then like I said, if I was a CBA, I'd sign a simple contract right now, but I would only have it for 2 years, because right now they don't really have the leverage. All they could say is that, okay, well, we'll leave. Well, as long as Caitlin Clark doesn't go over to that other league, it's going to fail. And the W would be like, oh, well, we'll just bring in replacement players. And then if Caitlin Clark goes back to the WNBA, well, guess what? WNBA is going to be doing better financially than your league. So why? Why would you even go on strike? Going on strike will kill. Like I said, if the owners make a deal that's like I said, better pay, and the players say, okay, well, we'll be able to opt out in 2 years. That's the best play for them. I love how Asia Wilson you've seen her showing out in Indy, having a good time. Didn't look like she was afraid for her life at all. Fucking clown. She's a clown. All right, and she had a good time, and she loved every minute of it. And then, you know, nothing negative to say, but she played that card so many times, and she's just a fucking liar. All right, everybody, this is the Bat Fan. It was great. We have big games this week. I'll be live streaming the weekend game. I believe it's against the Sky. And great. I'll try to make another video Thursday. This is the Bat Fan, and I'm out.